It has 68,000 miles. They want $31,000.
That's crazy.
Went and looked at a Grand Cherokee over there, and they wanted like 50 something.
Oh yeah, it's grossly expensive.
Yeah, not going to happen.
I was watching a thing today. They were talking about one of those Jeep Wrangler or Jeep Rubicon Wrangler thingies.
Geez, 50
They want 30% over sticker
for deposit. Oh,
no, for the vehicle
because they're in demand.
Yeah. Now, mind you, that one had all the little options you could get on it. The sway bar disconnects and the air suspension and the airlift and stuff and all that fancy stuff. But 30% over sticker, I'm like, good Lord.
Yeah.
So if it normally costs $42,000, they want almost $70,000 for it. Like,
well, if I knew, there's a Challenger over there. They want $71,000 for it.
No Challenge? No.
Oh, it's a fast car, but I mean,
it is.
But you're not going to go any faster than the speed limit.
But why?
Well, I mean,
why now?
It's.
You're not going to be able to drive that thing in the winter.
Well, no, because it's
at all.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why I thought the Honda Pilot, the big one with the open doors.
I'm sorry, but if you live in North Dakota these days, and you
all-wheel drive or better,
if you drive a Challenger
or any other sports car,
I mean,
you park it for the winter.
You're never going to drive it in the wintertime. No. And the wintertime is the majority of the state.
Well, it's the most. Yeah.
So you're going to want something with four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
You're going to want. Well, we the last couple winters have been. You're going to want a major four-wheel drive.
Right, but if you're going to have a minivan-like thing and you get all-wheel drive with it, that's a better.
Yeah, that would be.
Then you got a general-purpose vehicle that has better traction.
Yeah.
What the heck's with that? I just always waiting on the other guy to turn. Well, whatever. Anyhow, Jennifer said she went and looked at a Grand Cherokee and she passed out. And I said, I'm going to be driving mine forever. I said, nothing wrong with that, Jen. It's not a pig. It sips on the gas. It gives you all-wheel drive. It gets your back.
Well, if you're going to want something like that, you better start saving now.
Well, yeah. Well, the prices ain't going to go down.
Oh no, they're probably just going to keep going up and up.
Interest rates being as
the
high.
Insurance is just going to keep going up.
Well, that and license plates and everything else. Yeah, gas.
Yeah, gas. They're really trying to get us out of
low wash fluid. Well, that's okay. I don't mind that. It's just a matter of throwing some in there and make it happen.
They're just continuing to try to beat us down and not having any gas, any more oil. I don't know if you want to really complete the conspiracy theorists out there, although if you look at the conspiracy theories for the last 5 years, it seems like the majority of them are come true.
Well, just don't panic about it.
Yeah. Big push is they want to get us. They want to do a national emergency
to change everything.
To implement their carbon anti-whatever thing.
Yeah, that's not.
And make it illegal for you to have a gasoline engine.
Explain it to you again. Shh, goodbye. It's just flat out stupid clowns. Communists.
Well, communists want gas.
Rush up there. There's nowhere to go but rush up there. Go ahead and rush up there. There's nobody there, no.
Yeah. Nobody there. Nobody hit.
I had to jump that up when I was carrying the lumber around.
Well, I was really surprised that one guy was talking. He says, now you think all these people who are rich, or these celebrities or something, that all, you know, give the finger towards anything about these the end of the world things and stuff, yet they all have bunkers.
Yeah.
Multiple bunkers.
Yeah.
And they don't really give it a second thought. They have them.
They got the money.
And they have them stocked.
Yeah, well.
But the moment somebody goes on there and goes, oh, you gotta have a bunker for the end of the world, they'll be like, ah, you don't need it. You're fine. I got 4. But that's just me. And I'm rich and I'm popular and I gotta survive the world ending. You don't.
No, you don't. And if you're out of position, you'll never get to your bunker anyhow.
Well, that's true too. Yeah. That's why they have 4 of them. Have them in 4
screwed that down, so that may not move around as
That's
much.
nice. Oh, that's good.
Don't
really
force it.
around.
Don't force it. Sure you can. Otherwise, you'd have to put it down with cock next time.
Oh, did I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And yesterday's meal. And not the coffee. I think I'll pay for the coffee.
I did not know that.
Yeah. We had to just walk in with cash, pay him, and tip him.
Yeah.
And we had money for gas. Well, I put money for gas in the checking account, but the meal yesterday and everything else was courtesy of Jeff.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Didn't even know.
Letting you know what we do with your rent.
Yes.
Probably clean the terminals on the Durango and the van before winter too.
No, I guess Crown's going to come out with another power. Well, actually, another 3 power stations. One that comes out end of next month, or no, end of this month, which I haven't ordered. Then they're going to come out with a smaller 300 one. And then they're going to come up with a big one, a 3600 one.
Did we ever recharge our Pelcon?
No, it's like it's sitting at like 95% or something.
Yeah.
They're going to come up with a 3600 watt-hour one, like one. I thought it had a 220 in it. Might be something to that. Yeah, do fine.
Well, I talked to Tom yesterday, and his wife's walking to some degree with a little bit of help. She's being evaluated by St. Joe's to see where she needs to go. But she's able to get mad and tell him about it.
Well, that's
she's getting better. Her voice is coming back. Yep. So are other things. So she's on the mend.
Yeah, so we'll get out of here too.
Did you get the fly or not?
No. Still on here. So it's not hot yet, so we'll be later. Between 1 and 8, there I'll have a heat advisory.
I'll be out there in the cemetery.
Ugh.
First funeral's at 12:30, second one's at 1:30. So we'll be out there the first of the day.
Get up. There we go. I think he's out.
We'll probably,
yeah, he's out.
We'll probably end up with,
early window.
going there and staying in the cars.
Yep.
And then doing the funeral and driving to the next spot and doing the funeral and then crawling back in the cars and trying to cool down. Because it's going to be a hot one.
Bring some water with you.
And if I could squeeze it in, I would go to Judah's funeral today too. Judy Spitzer, who I knew from Minot State and she was in the symphony, she was in the Magic City Band, she was first chair clarinet at the symphony for a long time. Dr. Thornton came in and took first chair, and then when he left, she went back to first chair. And she's been like first chair at the symphony almost her entire life. She's that good. Dr. Thornton was even better, which is hard to imagine. He had a PhD in clarinet. Oh, he was good. Mo multiple clarinets he would bring to play, switches, instruments and key registers at like it was nothing. But when you studied and practiced forever, you get very, very good. He had the gift, and so did she. They were both excellent. I remember I was playing in the singing Christmas tree when we had to raw script when Pastor Johnson was a music minister. You may not remember a lot of details on that. And I got to sit with Judith Spitzer and play. And one of the things was a 30-second note run in an odd key signature with an incidental sharp in there, just to liven it up a little. And she said, "Here's the deal. You probably can't play this." I said, "No doubt about it. You start on the top, we'll meet on the bottom." "You bet." I can do the top and the bottom. All the stuff in the middle, a little bit past my skill level. But I thought they would maintain the organ and the church orchestra. And they have not, which is fine. But I thought they would, and I figured what I would do when I retired was I would go back and learn all the alternate weird key signature, or alternate fingerings, to where I could learn how to run those and practice those. Well, if you had those down, the rest of it you could sort out. And that's what I was going to do. Well,
we don't really have. We used to have a choir too. We don't have a choir.
Yeah, it's pretty much gone. Yep. It's a different time now.
Yeah, it's all hip and happy.
Well, I don't know.
It's loud, very loud.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a rock concert loud.
Well, not as energetic as when
the other guy was there.
What was his name? Jake.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, sitting in the front row was a bad thing to do.
He is a very
Sitting in the very front row is a bad thing.
Way too low out.
It was bad with my noise canceling my earbuds in. It's almost okay at the very back with the noise canceling earbuds on.
I used to leave my hearing aids at home, sit in the back.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, no kidding.
I have no trouble hearing him.
No.
And then if I found that leaving the hearing aids in for a lot of things, I used to take them out if I was on rifle shot. It seems to muffle that.
It does. The noise canceling kind of takes it out.
But see, I don't have a full plug in there.
Yeah.
Mine just sort of floats. But
takes out
speaking of that, I forgot my ears today.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay. Well, anyhow.
Yeah, I noticed I looked over.
Yeah. So I forgot my ears. Okay, fine.
Just yell louder.
Yeah.
What? Shoot now. Okay.
It's ready, aim, fire.
You'll be going, what was that?
No, I can hear that. Okay. I can hear the rifle. Okay. 30-06 blank S volume. More of a throaty tone. Something I usually hear better anyhow. So I watched Pastor Dan when he was at the cemetery. He's like he is on. Up with his hands and walking around and stuff. So he said hi to the group, and he went over and talked to the Air Force guys for a while. Of course, he was there for the family predominantly, so that's why we stayed out of the way. I wasn't going to walk over and insert myself between him and the family. I wasn't going to do that. Got one Tuesday too. Today's going to be hot though, hot and hard.
102-ish.
Yeah, they were saying it might only go up to 100.
Well, according to what they showed on the weather thing, 102.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit warm.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Maybe hotter, depending.
I don't know if it's hotter, we'll come up with another option. It's one of those days where you really don't want to be
outside.
Well, and the smoke was bad last night. It's not so bad today.
Yeah, I noticed the rates were up to like 70, 80 last night. Not extremely bad, but it was good.
It was bad enough. You're outside working on something for a while. It gets to be Milo's there.
It was 10:20. Oh, I would have thought there'd be a lot more people here. Yeah, 10:20.
I guess not. But Tom would say he would be here. It doesn't look look like he is.
Thompson isn't show till 10:30.
Well, I'm just telling you what he told me yesterday.
Sometimes Art doesn't show till 10:30 either.
KK9TT, 104.9 miles to the... Someone Jen's off the deck and stuff. I might ride the Jeep and see what type of... wants to spin cones or whatever.
You can take the rust bucket.
Yeah, I could take the Durango, which I was thinking about doing. It hasn't moved in a while. It doesn't need to charge its battery. So. Yeah, tell me if it wants to start.
Let's see off the back steps.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. I don't know why they think that's the front door. I just don't quite get it.
I thought I always think about putting a sign back there so you use the other door.
Yeah, that's a thought.
They probably wouldn't look at it either.
Well, then they would probably go put it at the other guy's, at their neighbor's house.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's just a convenience and they pull up. The funny thing is they came in from the other way too. They came in from the north side.
Walked right by our red sidewalk.
They did, yeah. They turned around and they parked behind the Durango, got out, just walked over, put it on the back steps. Totally ignore the fact that there's a sidewalk with a fence. There's that one guy who did the pizzas that one time thought we had a dog, and he wouldn't deliver. He actually called me up and said, "Do you have a dog?" I thought that was what the fence was for. It's like the fence that has no lock on it or gate or anything else. Right?
Yeah. Right. Well, it can't be locked because I need to have access to it.
Yeah. We have a security system.
Right, yeah. If it has to be locked, then it has to have.
We have a security system for a reason. So you know who exactly comes to the door or walks up or walks around or... My golly, man, it's that Iris, man.
Yep.
Well, if that's illegal.
Yep, it is, probably.
Drive around with a burning flame.
Well, it smells good. Who's going to argue about something that smells good?
When they hit a bump and pops off and hits somebody's vehicle on fire?
That could be a problem, yeah.
Yeah, that might be an issue. Probably all empty. So they're heading back to the coast. Better ship back to China.
Somewhere.
Said that the Chinese paying off their interest rates, not buying any of our interest stuff, might be a bad thing for them in the long term, because then they won't get recurring payments from us anymore. Not that we can pay for it anyhow.
I don't know.
Our debts and everything else.
It's a mess. probably right. Yeah. Check the price out of this blue Challenger.
Oh yeah, 77,000. Yeah.
Six seats.
6 seats? I don't know. Like,
it's got, okay, it has, if you look at the doors, they're full-length doors. See how the doors are?
Yeah. Maybe. I guess it's bigger. I guess it's looks like it's small, lower to the ground than Jen's Street.
We're trying to get something Mom can get into.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, it doesn't look bad for like a hatchback.
Yeah.
bigger than the other thing.
It might be, I don't know.
Even one of the GMC things looks a little bigger. In terms of the vehicle, looks a little bigger.
Yeah, look at the
Grand Cherokee. Yeah,
42,000.
Yeah, well, yeah. Obviously, if it's a Grand Cherokee.
They don't have 40.
No, I don't either. I have 30,000.
Just saying. Now this Toyota thing might be okay too.
It's interesting too. It looks bigger.
I don't know.
Well, it looks bigger. I don't know if it actually is.
36.
Don't know.
Toyota Highlander.
Tacoma, I think the last year Tacoma was there out too. Those are just gas pigs. Tundra. I've heard bad things about Tundras. I always wanted one, and then I watched the reviews on them, and I'm like, I'm kind of glad I have a Ram.